Mike here, head trader at True Trading Group, and on May 20th, great day, solid way to start the week. Good action in a small cap BIOC. It was a very low volatile trade. It was a stress-free trade that provided a 6-to-1 risk-reward ratio. And it was a solid trade. I'm going to go over that with you in a couple of actually some mental lessons on this trade today. Before I get into that, guys, tomorrow is TTG Tuesday. Chat room is open and free for everybody tomorrow. So if you want to come join me tomorrow live, trade with me, hear me on the mic, break down my analysis, calling out all my trades, you'll be seeing my screen, everything that I'm doing. You can just go to truetradinggroup.com, upper right-hand corner, click on TTG Tuesday, and then register to get a link that'll give you access to our chat room for free from 7:30 a.m. Eastern till 5 p.m. Okay, so again, that's tomorrow, completely free, guys. It's open. If you want to come in, come join us, come trade with me. Make sure to send me a message, say what's up. Let me know you're from the YouTube community. All right. So first things first, guys. This BIOC. There's some lessons that I'm going to cover with you. There's a really, really nice technical lesson on the BIOC trade. But before I get into that, there's mental lessons that I want to cover with you because this BIOC was a perfectly executed pre-market game plan. Okay, coming into the day, BIOC was on the watch list. We had a game plan, and that game plan worked out perfectly. Okay, myself and Alex, another one of the TGG moderators in chat, we both traded this at two separate entry points, and the trade just worked out tremendously. Okay, what I want you to remember is this phrase: if a stock is truly strong, you will get more than one crack at it. Okay, remember that. Okay, because that's going to do multiple things for you mentally. If you keep that in the back of your mind, okay, that if a stock is truly strong, and it's not just going to give you one chance to catch the move. Okay, if a stock's truly strong, you're going to get multiple entry opportunities. It's important that you remember that and you think that way because it'll help prevent you from chasing. Okay, it'll help prevent you feeling like this is the move, this is it, it's make or break. If I don't enter the trade now, it's going to go without me. I'm going to miss the move. It's going to remove that FOMO. It'll remove that fear of missing out if you keep thinking to yourself, oh, well, if it's truly strong, I'll get another crack at it. It'll stop you from chasing. The other thing that it does is if you miss your initial entry point and you miss that perfect entry and the stock starts to move without you, you don't feel like, oh, man, you get all pissed off, you throw a hissy fit, and then you stop looking at the stock. It'll help you stay focused on that stock. Even though you missed your first entry, you'll stay focused on it, and you're going to look for another opportunity to get long. And that's what I did today on BIOC. Okay, Alex caught BIOC at the perfect entry opportunity. It was right from the pre-market game plan. I bought it on the second entry opportunity, and I got 25% out of the move. He got about 31% out of the move. I'm sorry, I got 25%, he got 31%. Okay, so even though I didn't get the perfect entry, I'm still pulling 25% out on the trade. Okay, and that's what this lesson really is about. So before I get into this a little bit deeper, let's talk about what the pre-market game plan was on BIOC. For that, let's go to the daily chart. Let's start to zoom this in. What you notice here is this previous pivot high, okay, lines up with the 50-day moving average. This teal line on my screen is the 50-day moving average. We were gapping above it this morning. So I'm looking to the pre-market game plan was, guys, look for a pullback into this $5 area, okay, that lines up with this previous pivot high and the 50-day moving average, and see if support kicks in there. If it does, you could see BIOC make a push up towards at least 130. Why 130? Where did I get 130 from? Because that's this little area of congestion. Okay, and then your next major resistance point was $1.70. Okay, so these were the pre-market game plan, all right, on this BIOC. So let me delete this. Now let's leave this line up here. That's the line we had drawn in there pre-market. That was the pre-market game plan. You go to the 3-minute chart and zoom this out. Let's pan this over. And what do we have here? A quick little pullback off the bell, and look at where we held support. $1.06 low of the day. This line was $1.05. Okay, I'll take you guys to the trade announcements from the day. Today I left Alex's trades open so you can see at 9:37 a.m. Alex got long BIOC at $1.08. Okay, at $1.08. So Alex's entry point is right there. Okay, right in front of the support level that we identified pre-market, and you can see we get a real nice strong bounce off that level, and we push up through the high of the day, and we get all the way up to a new high of $1.24. Okay, $1.24, new high of the day, right up in here. Okay, so when this happened, all right, I didn't kick and scream because I missed this move. I did the exact opposite. I got excited. Why did I get excited? I'm not long. Alex is long from $1.08, so I'm excited for him. But I'm not long. But why am I excited? Because the stock just told me I was right. The stock just confirmed for me that my pre-market game plan, my pre-market analysis is correct. Okay? That means I'm understanding the stock well. I have a good feel for the stock. The stock is doing the things that I think it's going to do. This is when you really should start to focus because the stock just showed you you're right. What some traders do in this point is they say, oh man, I missed my entry point, and they leave BIOC and they go look for something else. Why would you do that? Why would you go move to another stock where you're not sure if you're right or wrong yet? You don't know if your analysis is correct. This stock just showed me that my pre-market game plan, my pre-market analysis was correct. Now it's time to really focus. So this pre-market game plan was executed perfectly by Alex. It was a perfect pre-market game plan. Okay, but now here's where the mental lesson comes into play, where I'm not frustrated that I missed this move. I'm happy that I was right, and now I know the stock is strong, and now I can look for another entry opportunity. And boy, did a beautiful one show up. Okay, so now we're going to get into the technical lesson here in the day. You can see your initial morning high lined up perfectly with the 23.6 Fibonacci retracement level. Now, let me bring this down a little bit. Here's your 23.6 Fibonacci level. You can see how it lines up with the initial morning high, and then you have VWAP coming right up underneath it to create another area of support. I went ahead and I got long right there at $1.18. Now I'll take you back to the trade announcements so you guys can see my entry, 957. Oh, well, here, first, guys, OTLK, I took a tier 1 loss on OTLK. It was a potential double bottom gap up. Let me go to that real quick. I'll just show you that trade real quick, guys. So real quick, we had OTLK gapped up, okay, and it looked like we were trying to put in a double bottom gap up at the 38.2 Fibonacci level. Okay, you see that? So I went ahead and I entered a tier 1 position right here after we got this strong tail off that level. I was going to add to a tier 2 position up in here and look for a continuation. We never got up past that $3.20 area. I never added tier 2. We rolled it back over and I exited the tier 1 position. So tier 1 was a very small loss, guys. Tier 1 is only 25% of the desired position size. Okay, so back to BIOC. Okay, now here you guys can see I'm long BIOC at $1.18, stop loss $1.12 area. So I'm risking right below, okay, this $1.15. I'm risking right below the initial morning high, VWAP 23.6 fib area. And we also have the trade line coming up into play here. The trade line, the 9 exponential moving averages, yellow line on my screen coming into play. So I've got multiple support indicators all lining up right at this $1.15 area, guys. And I went in there and I jumped in at $1.18. Now, that was your next entry opportunity. Okay, Alex got the first entry opportunity. I got the second. But by having that, by keeping that line, okay, and that thought in the back of my head, if the stock is truly strong, I will get more than one crack at it. By keeping that in my head, it allowed me to focus here, notice this setup, notice this entry opportunity, and pull the trigger with confidence. And why am I confident? Not just am I confident because we have we have 1, 2, 3, 4 support indicators converging at this area, but I'm also confident because the stock already showed me that I was right in my analysis pre-market. So I've got some confidence here on the trade. So there I enter the trade at $1.18. We push up, we make a new high of the day. On that new high, I take some profit off at $1.28. You can see I took some profit off at $1.28. Okay, now let's pan this over. We then pull back in. We hold support again. We hold support again at that same support level that we just talked about. Okay, then we get a little pop here around 11.15. And this, guys, I took more profit off right here. Okay, at $1.25 because we were going to start to get into lunchtime, and things had really slowed down at this point in the day. It was a really kind of slow day. The market gapped down, then we kind of churned our way up a little bit, and then we just kind of started to trade sideways. There really wasn't too much going on. So, and the volume prior to that was really had slowed down a lot on BIOC. You see how low the volume got after that initial little move there in the morning. So I want to take a little more profit off the table because by me selling more at this point, now if the trade fails and rolls back over, I'm walking away from the trade profitable regardless. Okay, and that's what I wanted. So that's why you can see here I took more profit off at $1.25. Okay, so it's not a home run trade yet by any means. Long at $1.18. I sold 25% of the position at $1.28. I sold half my position at $1.25, and I'm still holding on to 25% of the position. Okay, and now I'm glad I held on to the 25% position because you see this big, nice squeeze move that we got. And right there is my final take profit at $1.47, guys. Back to my trade announcements here. You guys can see final take profit, $1.47. You can see Alex just a couple minutes later got flat at $1.42 from that $1.08 entry. So there's Alex in at $1.08, flat at $1.42. That's a 31% gain. And I'm long at $1.18, and I'm flat at $1.47. That's a 25% gain. And this is a real nice setup, guys. Real low volatility on this stock. It was very thick. You can get a really nice size position with very little slippage. There was a lot of stock at every penny on this trade. So it had really low volatility, but it still made a really good move. The stock still was up 100% on the day, even with that low level of volatility. And you have to look at the risk reward in this trade, guys. I was risking 6 cents. So I'm in at $1.18. I'm out. My stop loss area is $1.12, so I'm risking 6 cents to make basically 30. Okay, so it's a 5. Excuse me. So it's 5 to 1 on that risk reward. I think I said earlier I said 6 to 1, so it's really 5 to 1. So I'm risking 6 cents in order to make 30. Okay, so that's a 5 to 1 risk reward ratio. That's really good. Okay, now the risk reward really wasn't there on these two pieces, but I was playing it safe, playing it conservative, and using the tier trading method, which is something I've talked about in previous videos that I teach all of our members. I'm able to stay in the trade longer, and my final take profit all the way up here, which now gives me a really nice trade on the day, some good P&L, and a good way to start the week. So guys, keep in mind, always remember, if a stock is truly strong, you will get more than one crack at it. It'll help stop you from chasing, and it'll help keep you focused when you miss that perfect entry opportunity, because if it's truly strong, it's going to give you another chance at it. Remember, tomorrow's TGD Tuesday. Go to TrueTradingGroup.com, upper right-hand corner, click on TGD Tuesday, register. You'll get a link. Come in, say what's up, trade with me live. I'll see you guys in chat. Take care.